guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
And I'm guessing that's exactly what they're probably going to do here.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the boards.
Iverson, he's in at the point. Gerald Green out there with Humphries. Then it's Tony Wroten, and it's O'Quinn in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And in the win,
Kevin, during that...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Now let's take this opportunity to check out our Jordan player of the game. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
I can't imagine.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Our featured matchup tonight out in New York, where the Knicks will be going up against the Houston Rockets. Houston has to feel pretty happy about their recent play. They've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. And tip-off approaching, but in the meantime, let's discuss post play. Shaq, you are a dominant post scorer. Duh. Who do you think are the top post scorers in the NBA right now?
Well, one, DeMarcus Cousins, 25-13, can go inside and go outside. He's a little frantic at times, but he's up there. Zach Randolph, he's got great feet work, nice soft touch. Big Al Jefferson, a.k.a. Baby Fundamentals.
Hope you've been practicing, man.
Always. You'll see tonight.
I don't doubt it, but I'll be the one putting on the real show.
Yeah, not a 5, anything to say about it. You better start warming up now if you want to be anywhere near my level.
Always a talker, freak. See you out there, man.
Live from New York at the home of the Knicks, it's the NBA. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's out on the road tomorrow as the Knicks wrap up this home stretch. Well, they're certainly excited about this one, and they'll be laying it all on the line as the intensity is palpable. 2 top caliber teams facing off. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Moore outside. Puts it up from 17. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Iverson outside. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets trail. It's Ariza on the wing. From 11 feet away. And it's Spates with the rebound. For New York, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this stuff.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And it's Beverly missing. The Knicks leading by 4. Roden kicks to Anthony. And here's Iverson outside. No good. And the Rockets take it the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
1:22 left to play in the first. From deep, they get it back. Spates, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Beasley kicks to Moore. Houston moving it around. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
The 3 from Iverson, and he gets it to go. Iverson's got 5 points so far. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Moore outside. Drills the three-pointer.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Iverson passes to Roten. Shoots. Here's Spates, and Capella sends it back. Out of bounds, Knicks ball. And a new group in for the Knicks. Lopez, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Porzingis comes in for Chris Humphries. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Iverson's subbed in for Tony Rote. Iverson in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. And it's Green, and it's Afflalo in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Thunder was just a man on a mission. He had 23 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris, well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, a lot of steals in the first half, really getting after it defensively.
But they recover it. And Green gets it to go. And the Knicks lead by 8. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Howard dishes to Cannon. Clock at 4. Here's Ariza. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. From deep, Iverson. Again, Iverson missing.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
Houston needs to get a shot up. Ariza from out on the wing. He knocks it down. Ariza's got his first basket. And let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. The Rockets, number 1.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Spates checked in for Robin Lopez. Iverson gets the bucket.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Yeah, and the perimeter shots, though, Greg, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Rockets trail by 6. Ariza kicks to Beverly. Now the feed to Howard. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Aflalo. 40 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The 11-footer, and Spates gets it to go.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Beasley the screen. Here's Beverly. The three-pointer off the mark.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
From deep, Iverson. Kept alive by New York. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Ariza kicks to Cannon. His first attempt of the game finds the target. Cannon's got his first bucket of the night. And so we wrap up the first half. Knicks out front.
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight, what's your assessment of...
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do. New group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Humphries comes in for Porzingis. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Green. And Iverson's subbed in for Tony Wrote. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got each one more. Decker is out there with Corey Brewer. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Capella in at the 5. Brewer's shot is off.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
And New York making a change here. Spates is checked in. Goes up on the wing. Another miss by Iverson. Rockets trail by 19. Rivers passes to Capella. And Moore kicks to Rivers. He dishes it to Decker. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Taking a look here at numbers for Freak. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up 13 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
Well, you want a guy to come in who knows how to run the offense intelligently, and that's exactly what he does. Kind of like how you ran things, Greg.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Iverson's got 11 points.
And eventually they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Rivers kicks to Decker. Goes up from the top of the key. Jump shot is good. New York leading by 19 points. And here's Iverson outside. And again, New York with the triple.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. They're really looking strong here.
Kicks to Moore. Houston moving it around. And he gets it to go. Rivers has got his first 2 points.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Iverson outside for three, and that one's good. Iverson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Brewer dishes to Decker. Clock at 6. Here's Rivers. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. New York's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Hey, we call them gong games.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. This a different look for New York. Flalo comes in for Gerald Green, and Iverson's subbed in for Roten. And then for Houston, Capella's checked in, and Decker subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Iverson, he's in at point guard. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Robin Lopez, and it's a Flalo in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Rockets trail by 11. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The Rockets with another miss. New York's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Knicks.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Yeah, I like the discipline, the self-control, and the patience, Kevin.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
I tell you what, Greg, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Green. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Beasley. And it's off the back rim, no good. And here's Iverson outside. That's good. And the Knicks lead by 16.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
So no problem.
The 2K Sports postgame show.